Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber, and thanks for joining us. What a day we have for you. I don't even want to waste any time. Let's get started right now. Okay, welcome back, everybody. So I'm here with Terri Austin. Terri, this has been quite a development in the last day. I wanted to ask you before we went live, you got to break it down for me. What did you think of Henry Segura taking the stand yesterday?
It was very interesting, Jesse. I have mixed feelings about it, and I think the jury will as well. He was, as we always say, cool, calm, and collected, but the outbreak that he had with the judge, you must show the judge respect, and he was extremely disrespectful, and that is going to hurt his credibility, actually, with the jury, because they're not going to like him, they're not going to believe him. So we'll have to see what happens, but that was a big mistake as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I mean, look, his first trial, 8-4 split in favor of acquittal. Do you think he did a worse job? I mean, him arguing in front of the judge, not a great thing for a jury to see, but they shouldn't convict him because they don't like him, or they shouldn't convict him because he argues in front of the judge. However, that doesn't look too good for him. You have a guy who lied to police and now is kind of disrespecting the court.
That's right. You know, I watched both testimonies, the first trial and this trial, to compare the two. And I would say 90% of his testimony was the same and his demeanor was the same, except for this outbreak. So if you compare the two, he did better the first time around and he got 8-4. So we'll have to see what happens here. This is why I think the next witness is going to be critical.
Okay, Terri, I'm going to interrupt you right there. We are getting word that the next witness, and you see him right there, that is James Carlos Santos. That is the man who allegedly ordered the hit on BRANDI and the kids. This is a new person. We didn't see him testify in the first trial. This is major. This is a major development we're seeing here. He could be the critical witness for the defense. What do you think he's going to testify to here?
I'm holding my breath. If he testifies that he ordered the hit, to me, that will be a slam dunk and just what the defense needs. So we'll have to see his credibility. We'll have to see what the content of his testimony is, and we'll have to see how the jury reacts to his testimony. But he is a key witness. His testimony is going to make a huge difference. And I think that the defense is grateful he's there. As you stated earlier, Washington, who was the confidential informant, didn't come. So I'm certain that the defense is grateful he's here today.
There is testimony, and then there is testimony. Okay, Terri, I'm here with you. You tell me, do you believe him or not?
I absolutely believe him. He's going into great detail. He's telling this story because he wants to make sure no one will accuse him of stealing this money. And I think that's a good motive for testifying. And yeah, I think the jury is believing all of what he's saying.
The counter argument is there's some details he just doesn't remember. Some of the ways that he's explaining this, you could argue it just seems unrealistic that you could be ordering this hit from prison, and also not knowing some of the names, and it seems a little sloppy. However, this is maybe how it's done. And again, saying that it was Angel, Paramore, and this female, remember, there was unknown DNA found at this scene, including female DNA found underneath the fingernails of BRANDI Peters. So his story might be matching up to what the evidence shows. We are going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're planning on jumping live. We don't want you to miss any moment of what's happening in this trial.